Our project main idea was to use hexagons to guarantee the most energy efficient results. If you compare hexagon with square, which has same area, you can see that hexagon's perimeter is 25% smaller. That's why our site plan is based on hexagon. There are 13 residential houses on our site, which are combined in groups. Also, important element of our site is water, which we brought in as channels and spring. The spring, as a heart of our area, has historically been meeting place in deserts, so we wanted to integrate this idea to our project. Our area is related with surrounding by promenade, which is running next to the channels, and one side of it there are public spaces. Our site includes 2 stories. The first story is used as a parking area. The second story above it has holes in order to let the daylight into the parking area. There are also palm trees growing through the both stories, and the parking area is attached to the promenade in order to make life for pedestrians as pleasant as possible. Like we already said, there are public spaces on one side of the channels, and on the other side of the channels there is a private island which is used only by residents. The same idea is applied on the second story, which is also used only by residents. The access to the building is entered from the both stories. Here you can see the illustrative scheme about the different stories, and here is the picture above our site, where you can also see that we had used wooden shelters which create shadows to outside in order to make staying outside more enjoyable.
The apartments are planned in 2 hexagons, which are surrounded by double facade and balconies throughout the entire perimeter. On each floor there are 4 apartments, and the stairway is located between the 2 hexagons. All apartments are separated into 3 main zones. The first option is planned with 2-bedroomed apartments. The entrance to the apartment goes through the green space, which extends the living room. Living zone is clearly isolated by corridor from housekeeping zone, which locates in the middle of the building. And there is also private bedroom zone in the back of the apartment. The second option, there is the apartments which have either 3 bedrooms and 1 bedroom. On site, there are some individual building blocks which are planned 2-bedroomed apartment. On a section is shown green space around the stairway and balconies between the double facade. And because of that, the parking area is protected from the direct sunlight, and the cool air from the water channels also cools there. From there, the air goes up between the double facade and cooling the building. On top of the housekeeping zone, there is the technical equipment area, and the facade is covered with the integrated concentrated solar facade. The distance between the double facade is 1.6 meter, which is chosen by the sun altitude to be the horizontal shading. As we already said, the facade is covered with the sun elements, which are moving with the sun, and the hexagonic lenses concentrate the solar energy and send it to the photovoltaic cells. The estimated time for the cost return is less than 2.5 years, because the cells test up to 40% more efficient than normal solar cells.
And now about the MultiComfort. Our building's annual cooling demand is 12.88 kWh per square meter per year, and annual heat demand is 0.33. Our heating percent is 6.44, and we got A energy efficiency class. About the details, we have steel constructions and curtain wall facade where we use cool light extreme glass. All the constructions ensure the sound isolation requirements. This is the picture from the second story with the view on the promenade, and you can also see the wooden shelters. And this one is from the first story beside the channels. Thank you for your attention.